it's where I want to be.
How important was it to be on Grand Slam, the very first on Grand Slam track?
What's that again?
How important was it for you to be on the very first meet here?
Oh, being here for the first meet was, very important to me. I'm actually a signed racer, so I'll be at all four. And then when the opportunity presented itself for me to be a part of it, I was like, sign me up. I'm a firm believer in change having to start somewhere, and I feel like Michael Johnson, his vision that he has for the athletes, I feel like it's a good start. Even though we don't necessarily have the field events right now, if this continues to grow and go in the way that it should, not putting words in anybody's mouth, but I'm just saying, the sky's the limit, and I feel like it's better to start somewhere than, starting nowhere at all.
Feel more pressure and expectations on your shoulders going to this race when there's a big goal?
Actually, no. I feel like 2025 is a new year. Last year was great and everything, but it's 0-0. The score is 0-0. Nobody has any medals right now. Not taken away from anybody's accolades because, we're all working hard and, we work hard to get what we have, but I feel like the main thing is going into this season is to leave the past in the past and just look forward or build off of where you left off at.
And you were signed as a racer, so you'll be able to meet your training partners, fellow Olympians, Shakari, TT Terry, they will be on here. Do you think we'll see them later this season? Have you talked about racing them?
I haven't really talked to them much about it. I mean, even though I see them every day, but they have their own things going on. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we may get to come on the track together and dominate like we did at trials, but we'll see. Thank you, guys.
Listen, real quick, I just might have missed. How'd you feel about the execution in the race here?
I feel like overall I did a pretty good job. My coach is probably going to say the latter end of my race could have been stronger, but his main goal for me was to come out here and execute and compete, and I feel like I did a good job with that. So now I'm just going to rest up and get ready for the 2 tomorrow.
Where's the mindset for the 2? I know you're not primarily a 200 runner, but yeah, what you thinking about it?
I'm actually excited to see where I am. It's been about 3 years since I raced it competitively, so I'm definitely excited to see. Got a little bit of race meet day jitters, but the win today will probably boost my confidence a little bit going into it. So I know as long as I stay in my lane, I'll run good. Hopefully come home with 100K.
Good job.